As a financial advisor, in my opinion, you should stop saying the word fiduciary. And here's why. Most retirees, right, that don't work with a financial advisor and they're just now starting to listen to you, or maybe going to a couple of workshops or listening to you on the radio or on TV, or they're starting to look, right? They're starting to look for a financial advisor and they start to hear this word fiduciary be thrown around, because it is thrown around a lot. I think I hear it 10 times a week from financial advisors on a constant basis, or when I listen to the radio and all the marketing, right? Fiduciary is thrown around, the word. And so most retirees probably don't know what it really means, and they take your definition of it. But more than likely, they're going to go home and they're going to Google it. Or if they're listening to you or watching a video of you, they're going to Google it and realize that it says, oh, he has to do what's best for me, right? He has to take his, put aside his needs and wants as a business person, and has to do what's best for me as a client. That's cool. Great. And that's probably what you explain in your workshops and seminars, right? Do I really care as a retiree that you have to do what's best for me because by law and some test that you took tells you that you have to? That really doesn't tell me that you're going to do the right thing, right? I mean, we're all supposed to follow the speed limit. Do you follow the speed limit? I mean, I do most of the time, right? Most of the time. Well, that doesn't help me as a financial advisor, right? As that you're going to do what's best for me most of the time. That doesn't sound good. What really makes sense, or what you should be doing, is really tell me why you do what you do. Why do you care about me as a retiree? Why do you care what's best for me over yourself, over your own needs as a business owner, over your own needs as a financial advisor? Why do you care about me? And how do you actually do that? Well, you don't just say, if I was to say hey, I'm a marketer, I'm a financial marketer, and I've got a license that tells me I got to do what's best for all my financial advisors. Are you going to believe that? No. But what you will believe is, I'll tell you, my dad owned a plumbing shop, and he raised me, and I watched him, own this plumbing company and have employees, and he always treated all of his employees exactly the same. He also he treated all of his clients, every single one. He always made sure that the bids he gave he honored those bids. If things went over the cost of the bid, he ate that cost. And so I saw that as I grew up. He taught me values of a business owner and making sure you do your word, and you're going to say what you say to your clients, and you always treat them right, because if you treat them right, they'll always come back. And so those values were ingrained in me as I grew up. And then as I got my first job out of college and working at a golf course and making sure I treated all those clients right, all those people that came in, making sure everybody felt good, that they're having a great time. And I wanted to do what's best for each person. It doesn't matter what they look like when they walked in, whether they're dirty or clean, or if they look like they had money or they didn't have a lot of money. I was going to treat them the same, right? And so that's ingrained in me. As I've grown up, now I own this financial company now. I just treat everybody the same, and I want to do what's best for them. At the end of the day, I'm going to make money, you're going to make money, we're all going to be successful, but I know I'm going to be successful just because I'm going to treat you right. That right there, that explanation of my upbringing, telling the story about my dad who owned a plumbing company and how he ingrained those values in me. And that's why I hold that to my kids, now in what I do in my own business. That tells you a lot more about me and why I want to treat my clients right, why I want to do what's best for my clients, right? That just has way more weight than telling me that you took some test that tells you have to do what's best for me, right? So what can you do? What kind of stories can you say that really show that this is why I believe what you do? You can bring in faith, right? You can bring in your religion and hey, this is why I believe this. This is I believe in the Bible, and the Bible tells me that I need to treat everyone with love and respect. And that's what I do. And that's what I believe. You don't have to be a Christian. You don't have to have that, my faith, but that's just what I believe. And I hold that true in my business. And so I want to make sure that I treat all my clients the same. So you can pull in whatever you want to, but make sure that you're saying that instead of the word fiduciary. You could still say the word fiduciary, I guess, after you've told me why you care about me as a prospect, as a client. Why do you care about me over your own needs? Tell me that. And then you could tell me, well, I'm also a fiduciary, so legally I have to, but I do it because of other reasons. So hopefully that's helpful for you. Try to remove the word fiduciary, at least in the front end. Tell me the story on why you do care about me. What are your values? What are your principles? Why do you care about me as a retiree? Hopefully that's helpful for you. Make sure you hit subscribe for more videos to come out by the proven way. I got plenty of more value that's coming your way. We're going to be posting videos every single week as much as we can on value out to you for marketing, business tips, leadership tips, sales tips on how you can be the best financial advisor you can be.